Trains32 here. I'm back finally. And I'm really excited because yesterday I was at the mall and I went to the Toys R Us and I found the newly released Trackmaster Flying Scottsman on the shelf. They only had 2 of these left, so I can tell they're pretty hot sellers. So back then, you would have never found this in the stores for Trackmaster. It was only for the Wooden Railway series. But now that the new full-length movie, The Great Race, has been released by Thomas and Friends, they have now decided to actually make a Trackmaster edition of the Flying Scotsman. You can see that on the front of that he's got the same face as Gordon, except for he's got a little wink right there. Just as on the wooden ones, you can see the wink completely, but here you really can't tell. Also, we got different features on this one. We got the wheels are much different, so it means it can't run on blue track. Well, it's okay to try, but it might not work very well. And on the side here, we got the Steam Cloud features imprints on the side. Indicates that he's actually the fastest engine in the movie, because in the race scene, which I already saw, when he's racing really fast, he's actually, you can see the smoke and steam pouring out from the side of the engine. So that's actually a pretty good feature. Then we got the coal tender, the water tender. We got the numbers on the side, 4472 on the water tender. Then L and ER on the coal tender. That's the company that built him. The good thing about this with this one, you can disconnect the tenders from the engine or the tenders from themselves. Before, when I first started collecting them, the tenders and the engines were already connected together, so you couldn't disconnect them. The only way to disconnect them was using lots of wiring work was involved if you wanted to disconnect it. And I learned that when I had to replace one of my other engines with a broken wire. So the engine you can see here is much bigger than the other old style Trackmaster engines. It's got the number on the side right there, 4472. And you can't see inside the cab, unfortunately. That would be fun, though. And also the couplings you can see are much different. They're kind of grayish. Don't know if you can tell in the camera. Actually, yeah, actually you can tell. Well, anyways, the couplings are different colors. And also they are much more lighter. They're making them now more lighter because the other engines I collected in the early years were much heavier, mostly because of the engine and the tender itself, because the tender was the main battery compartment. And other engines had the battery inside the engine, right here, which just made it even more heavier. You can see he's got the same buffers as Gordon, except here you got the little side panels there. It's got the same face features and everything. As you can see, you got double windows there on both sides. And which is actually very convenient, especially for the couplings themselves. So I'd say this is I'd say they did a pretty good job of coming up with this idea of the Flying Scotsman. Really good features. They're very descriptive in this one. And yeah, I'd say this is probably the best one that I've ever found. Anyways, thank you for enjoying another episode of my railway reviews. I'll hopefully be coming up with more videos in the following months, hopefully. Anyways, this is Thomas Trains32, and hopefully I will be back sometime with some more videos for you guys.